Hi guys, how are you? This is Hearts Unlocked Ministry. My name is Uranus Esther, and today I come with a word of it's a warning word. Um, this is something that the Lord has been showing me for the past 2.5 years, ever since the whole situation that went on in the world. He was talking to me a lot about Joseph. And he was showing me that the church, the people that are um, in his presence, the people that are listening to his heart, the people that are trusting him no matter what, he's calling us to be Josephs. So in Genesis, if you read the story of Joseph, towards the very end, after he leaves prison, um, after he interprets the dreams, and Pharaoh now has these dreams, and he is remembered, and he goes from the jail to from the prison to the palace. Pretty much, he is governor of Egypt, second in command after Pharaoh. Um, Egypt and that whole region go through a famine. But before the famine, Joseph has the wisdom and from God to store up food and goods, because they were going to go through a couple years of the famine, and you had people from other regions coming in to buy. And this is where he has that encounter with his brothers and then his father, and they moved to Egypt and so on and so forth. But he specifically wanted me to focus on from the moment that God gives them this wisdom, this revelation of what's gonna happen in a dream from Pharaoh, and from everything that happened within those years of him storing up. Um, so what God is showing me is saying that people like you and me that are trusting God, believing in God. God is our rock. We are gonna be the Josephs for a lot of people, even people in the church that that are fearful, that are scared, that are afraid. Um, he is. I know that he's been telling a lot of people. This is not something that's new. He's been out here telling his prophets, his prophetess, that there is a famine that's coming. Um, there is. It's just sad to say, but there's also things are gonna get pretty intense. These past few years is just kind of like a taste of what's about to come. God did show me that there is war that's coming, and I know we've been seeing a lot of things in the news with war with certain countries, and we've also experienced um, our grocery stores and our stores with very few merchandise and produce and stuff like that. But what is coming now, it's gonna be I feel like God is saying it's gonna be 10 times more intense than what we went through or what's still going on. And he wants us to be prepared. He wants us to be prepared. He has been giving people a lot of words, a lot of visions, a lot of dreams. He's been giving me a lot of visions about preparing. Um, so one of the things that God has been putting in my heart is if you are a homeowner, and you have some backyard space, start getting into gardening. There's a lot of information on YouTube on how to start gardening. how to, be how to be self-sufficient. Like, if we were to have no light, if the whole power grid were supposed to go down, how do you survive, especially now in winter, to stay warm? When it's hot, how do you stay cool? How do you keep your house powered with a generator? Like, these are things that God wants you to learn. How do you start a fire? How do you, for people that have, disease, some like diseases or illnesses, like, if you don't have the medicine, like, what will be the alternative? So, like, learning about home natural remedies, right? There's so many amazing, like, herbs and medicinal things that you can do at home that can help improve your condition, right? So God has been speaking to me a lot about that. He's also been speaking to me, if you have some savings and you have some good friends or family, you want to get together and invest in, land, and you can start farming, or, and it doesn't even have to be like farming, it could be like gardening. He's been talking to me a lot about learning how to, like, hunt. If you like meat, and you need meat to eat, and um, learning how to hunt, learning how to fish. um, so yeah, he's been showing me that, um, if you have a home, like, what would be the place if like a natural disaster were to happen? Like, what would be your emergency exit? Like, what will you do? These are all things that you have to think about. You have to plan ahead of time, um, because this is not only gonna be a month amongst countries. This is not just one country against the other country. This is a worldwide war that's going to happen. And it's happening. I live in the US, and there's things that are going on in the country that people are being distracted as to what's really going on outside internationally. Um, and I need you to take this seriously, because, people, there's going to be people that are going to perish. There's going to be people that are going to come to Christ, and you're going to be their beacon of hope. You're going to be their lighthouse. You're going to be their Joseph. You're going to be their Daniel, whether you are a male or female. You're going to be the leader, okay? Whether it is in your house, in your community, in your city, in your state, in your country. You're going to be an Esther. What did Esther do? She saved her people, right? This is a time where God is raising up his children, his remnant. This word is for the remnant. A lot of things are going to be exposed, and a lot of things are already being exposed. But just like in Daniel's story, that furnace is about to be, I think it was like 10 times hotter than what it originally was. So he wants you to be prepared. He wants you to be prepared. God is giving us time to prepare, right? Just like he did with Joseph, he gave him time to prepare. So prepare, stay vigilant, ask God for discernment. But one thing that God told me was, do not give in to fear. Don't do it. God has been giving me a lot of visions about the upcoming events that is happening in the world, that is going to happen in the world. And the crazy thing is that we are already seeing some of these things. Not right now. Like I said, I live in the U.S. Not where I'm not seeing yet in the U.S. what's going on in other nations, but I know that it's gonna come here. But God was very, very serious when He said, "Do not give in to fear. Do not give in to fear. Do not give in to fear. Don't be scared. Don't give in to fear. Don't live your life in a frozen state. He wants you to move. He wants you to preach the gospel. He wants you to still be on plan with what He's telling you to do, to live out that purpose, okay, that calling, because you are going to be used in this time for such a time as this. This is your time. God is going to use you, okay? But He wants you to be vigilant. He wants you to be prayed up, okay? He wants you to start spreading not only the gospel, but also if God is giving you visions and if God is giving you dreams and words of what's going to come, He wants you to speak that, because these are lives that you can be saving, okay? He wants you to speak that. And God is going to give you wisdom and revelation to tell these people and what's the next step. So I need you to be in one with Jesus in this very moment. And God was telling me that His faithful ones, His remnant, we're not going to be touched, okay? We're not going to be touched. But guess what? The people that are not walking with Jesus, these are the people that are going to be in panic mode. And we have to be peace. They have to feel that peace that we have, that Jesus peace, okay? So we have to be hope. We have to speak life into them, okay? A lot of people in this time are going to be giving their lives to Christ. Why? Because it's like the scales have fallen off their face, their eyes. And there's going to be a huge harvest. And it's going to be beautiful. But we need to be in line. We need to be in check with everything that God is doing. So, yeah, I wanted to say that this is the time for the Josephs. We are the Joseph. The church, the true church is the Joseph. The remnant is the Joseph. So, God has been giving me a lot of visions, like I said before, a lot of words about the upcoming events. And a lot of people may not agree with them, may not like them, but guess what? I'm still going to release it because that's what God is asking me to do. And I've been quiet for way too long. And I'm not going to be anymore. So, I hope that this word was confirmation to a lot of people. I also hope that it blessed you, because even warning words are blessing, because it's God letting us know what to do. This is a word to prepare. And yeah, I love you guys. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.